This EPB Classic Rerun is brought to you by Calvert and Nunn Insurance in Glasgow.
Columbia Avenue in Glasgow, Kentucky. It is Christmas parade time. The year 2014. It is the season here in South Central Kentucky to enjoy the holidays. I'm Henry Royce in front of the Columbia Avenue Church of Christ for the second year, which is going to be a wonderful place to watch our parade this year. And I want to welcome again. I was trying to calculate the number of years. Maybe you can. Oh. Amy Bingham has been here helping broadcast the parade now for about how long, Amy?
21 years.
21 years. Your microphone is hidden up there somewhere in your hair.
Oh, goodness. Here we go. Can you hear me now?
All right, that's right.
21 years.
21 years.
Actually, I was in the parade in 1992, started broadcasting here in 93,
right.
And I missed the parade in 2011 because of a trip to China with the university. So I should be 22 years.
We had graduated last, Thursday night,
yes.
And Dr. Ransdell is in China at this point. So
there's
a lot
this
going on
time of year
over there,
is a conference that we attend. So luckily I haven't had to go back since in 3 years. So
we're glad to have you in Glasgow. And everybody loves to see you on the television and hear you on the radio, and it's just a good night for a parade. Last year, Amy and I have fond memories of prizing ourselves out of here, being frozen to the seat.
I don't know how fond that part of the memory is. It was so cold. It's gotten a little windy tonight, but the temperatures are not near as brutal as they were this time last year.
No, they're not, but the spirits are high. If you look through the crowd here, we've got all these youngsters who are lining the street here, Columbia Avenue, and I came through the downtown area on the way over here. A lot of vendors, a lot of cars parked there, and folks who are going to be around the square or along Columbia Avenue or in any direction here in South Central Kentucky, you're going to enjoy watching the parade. And we're enjoying bringing it to you here on the Electric Plant Board Cable and on WCLU Radio.
That's right. It's a rite of passage here in Glasgow, the biggest nighttime parade in Kentucky. I know it's legendary around the state, and it's always the first weekend in December, so it's just an annual part of my Christmas celebration, and yours too, I know, and,
yes.
And everybody else that lines the parade route every year.
The nighttime parade began back in the mid-'80s. I remember my cousin, Paul Biggers, was the president of the chamber at the time, and like all good things, it was slightly controversial because of the fact that it was at night. We were changing everything. Everybody went to the parade on the day after Thanksgiving in the middle of the day, and it was not a popular move at first until everybody caught on.
Right.
And now you can look around and see that people come from all over the state
Oh, yes.
to see what has become a Christmas tradition, the nighttime Christmas parade here.
A friend of mine who lives in North Carolina, she's a really close friend, and she says she's coming next year. She says, every year when you tell me about this parade, I say, I'm coming next year.
And we have a lot of folks who have worked awfully hard to put together the floats, the different units that will be coming through here tonight. We've had a chance, Amy and I have been reviewing the lineup, and it's a great lineup full of people who are going to be really enthused to come down through here tonight and bring Christmas spirit to the folks here in Glasgow and Barron County.
That's right. We've already got all the winners posted to pass that along to you, and I think it's exciting, the theme this year and all the play on that, so we can't wait to show you all that's coming up.
We're going to have a lot to talk about with respect to the theme here. If you can look, I don't know who lives across the street here. Can y'all guys get a video of this house right across the street here from our vantage point? Because when the parade comes, you may not be able to see it, but it's a big house over there that says Merry Christmas. And it's, there it is right there, Amy. That is somebody saying, hey, we got a parade coming. We got to get ready.
They're all festive, yes.
Yeah.
They're
I do enjoy that indeed.
ready for the season.
And we had some hot chocolate up here, and that was given to us by a group that is building sort of a new, we'll call it a new local endeavor. Wes Marion and a crew over there are cranking out hot chocolate for folks tonight. A lot of creative ways to help out the community. And we're going to be sharing a lot of that with you tonight. The parade has left Glasgow High School, as it has for a great number of years, with the exception of when they were building a new high school.
Right, I remember that. We had to do some rearranging ourselves a couple of years ago.
We did. The parade, little history for you here. The Glasgow Christmas parade goes back to about 1958.
Is that right?
And the first parades were formed. They would put the parade together and lined it up, not at the high school, but over on Leslie Avenue near the big triangle.
Okay.
And they would come down Leslie Avenue and start the parade by turning left onto South Green Street and heading toward the town.
Okay.
So certainly you couldn't do that today, because the parade would be all the way out, would be the length of the route before it ever started.
That's right.
But back in the day there, 1958, when they started the Glasgow Christmas parade, and it's just gone better and better and better from the start, with a great tradition.
You said back then it was held the day after Thanksgiving,
Yes,
is that right?
it was.
Okay. They did that for years then, it sounds like.
A great
Until
number
they
of years.
changed
Yes,
that.
yes, it is.
That's neat.
It was something to look forward to. Thanksgiving actually meant that the Christmas parade was the next
Right
day.
around the corner.
So
That's right.
I don't know. As I have, I really like it. I don't know if I was, getting ready for Thanksgiving, having a bunch of folks over, being distracted by having to get ready for a float or a parade the next day might be a little bit of a distraction. But nonetheless, it was a tradition.
Well, and as it moved into the evening and it got to be such a bigger production for some of these companies, especially churches, scouts, everybody that has put so much time and effort, as you mentioned, into making just a really fabulous float. So
Yes, it has. We always
I
have.
know it's evolved over the years since '58 for sure.
Having the nighttime parade gave folks a lot of opportunity for creativity with lights.
Right, right.
The most powerful generator with the most, you're going to lose that book over there, aren't you?
No, that wind keeps
That's right.
keeps howling at us.
Truly, folks, winds are out of the northeast. And Amy has proven it right here.
We remembered that this was the case last year
That's
too.
right,
This
that's
is
right.
the vantage point.
We have people who have been very creative with lights, because in the daytime you just can't use the lights.
You
And then,
can't.
the factor of the music in there as well, and it's been something very special.
It's always awesome to see. So, and we're on the front end of the parade.
Yes, we are.
Technically, for years we sat over on the square,
That's right.
which was the kind of the tail end of it, and once it was over past our vantage point, we were done. So all the
We actually had we had more problems up there with occasionally a unit would drop out because of a technical problem, and so we wouldn't necessarily know about that.
get the word in time. But
Yeah.
once you see Santa Claus collecting all those, well, the postal workers, I should say, collecting all the letters to Santa, and then the big man himself, you know, that's the end of it. But what have we got tonight? 120
Flip it over there.
at least.
Yes. And there's some
Upwards
nice-
of 130 entries, and I think we've been anywhere between 100 and 200 over the
We
years.
have
So
been.
this
And,
is
it takes so much work and effort, and Jeff Edwards and April Russell, the co-chairs of this event, and a whole bunch of other folks who have hands on it and hands in it, and it is impressive. Now, your daughter is a senior in high school this year, and your son is a freshman in high school.
That's right.
So I guess as time goes on, your Christmas traditions maybe change a little bit, don't they?
They change a little bit. They tend to know a little bit more about what they're getting this year and years. But one of our traditions that people tease us about is we go eat at the Waffle House on Christmas Eve after our Christmas Eve church service.
Okay.
It ends about 8 o'clock, and we really hadn't eaten before, and we don't really want to cook, so
Very
we just,
talented. Those are some talented cooks there at the Waffle House.
I know, right? Scattered,
I've never
smothered, and
seen them
covered.
write anything down.
Now, a couple of years ago, it was snowing to beat the band on Christmas Eve, which was so neat, and so we were not alone in the Waffle House, I can tell you.
Well, we all have memories and traditions of things of Christmas past, and I think what I have learned as my children have grown up is it's sort of an interesting situation to watch what you did that you didn't realize was going to become a tradition.
Isn't that the truth?
You know, Dad
Yes.
always this, well, gee, I never thought about it when I was doing it. So here you are, cherishing
They know,
that
though.
moment,
Yeah,
you know.
they remember that it's a year-to-year thing. So that's neat. So your children are completely grown and out of the house.
30 and 26.
Oh, wow.
And the 30-year-old is married, has a lovely wife, and everybody's just doing wonderful.
Do they get to come back to Glasgow for
Yes,
Christmas?
well, actually, my son and daughter-in-law live in Glasgow. My
Okay.
daughter only lives in Nashville. So,
Oh, that's close,
You know,
yeah.
and they love Glasgow.
Awesome.
It's a fun place to be.
Do they ever get to make it for the parade, or do they just watch the broadcast?
Well, I can't say what they're going to do this year, but I'm sure they'll either watch it or watch one of the replays. You know, just
Okay.
because it is a tradition. We have those, going back a number of years.
Thanks to the Electric Plant Board for taping it every year. It is something that people that don't get to see it in person, I think, do like to take advantage of and watch over the course of the holiday season. So
And of course, we get to also take it home live to people who felt like that they were going to come to the parade, but all of a sudden at the last minute, this wind blew, like the one you're fighting over there on the left half
decided,
of
well,
that
it might be
particular
more comfy to
notebook.
just stay at home.
Yeah, so they do, and we can bring it home to them where they can enjoy.
Absolutely,
here.
absolutely.
Of course, we've got a lot of awards to give out tonight, and that's a very intense operation out there at the Glasgow High School parking lot. When the people that judge the awards are making their way through, you don't necessarily always know when they are judging those things. We have most creative use of lighting. We have the Grand Marshal Award. We have first through third in 3 divisions that are going to be awarded. Actually, they have been awarded, but we're going to hold you at bay until they come by in front of our reviewing stand here.
That's right. Yeah, you'll have to see it to believe it, and you probably will not be surprised at all the first and second and third place winners.
Yep.
And certainly excited about the Grand Marshal Award, the Eddie McDonald Award, which you mentioned, the most creative use of lighting, which gets really exciting. The Jim Moody Award, which is the best Christmas music, and
Right.
we all have a soft spot for Jim Moody
Sure we do.
and miss him dearly. I'm trying to think what year that was that he passed.
Well, it would have been 2000 and
It was early
3.
in the 2000s. Yes. So it's always an award close to our hearts,
Yes.
and all of them are. So we're excited to see them make their way up Columbia Avenue.
I'm just beginning to see some blue lights way down there in the distance, which would be the Glasgow Police Department and the Glasgow Color Guard and some special folks to start off the parade.
And I guess we can go ahead and talk about the theme, Pause for Christmas. that's going to be exciting because I'm an animal lover, a dog lover. What about you?
Oh, I have 4 dogs at home
Oh my goodness.
who are just waiting for me to get home because it's a cool night, to cuddle
Yeah,
up with.
yeah.
And
Well, I don't have a dog. I'll probably have to get one when my daughter goes to college, but I'm a beagle fan. I
Okay,
love a
gotcha,
beagle. Used to have
gotcha.
one and am anxious to have another one. So,
well, and we have the Barren River Animal Welfare Association, which is one of the most well-run animal shelters. One of the best examples of how the community gets behind something that could be it could be exposed anywhere to show how people get behind this. For sure.
oh, absolutely. It's amazing how people rally around that cause. Yes.
There was when I was a kid, there was actually you drive into the dump and there was 5 or 6 little cages. That was the animal shelter.
Oh.
It was a sad looking sight.
Yeah.
It's just all that we had. Nothing,
Right.
Nothing against anybody that put it together. But then some folks said, we've got to do something in a more humane manner and make it a way where folks can adopt these animals and find homes for them. And Brawa is something to be proud of.
Absolutely.
And we're going to see that tonight because I think we're going to have lots of adoptable pets in the parade. We're going to have a lot of things that will certainly point out what happens here each and every day at the Barren River Animal Welfare Association.
There's some of our parade goers on the route that they're all bundled up.
Yes, that's right. I like that little parka right there. It looks nice.
It looks nice and snug.
And warm. It's fun to see the kids and watch their eyes at parades. It's sort of the universal language, I guess.
That's right.
When the eyes sparkle from the lights here in the Christmas parade, and you sort of begin that history, that tradition.
I love how the Glasgow Parade always has the lights for sale. What do you call those? I don't know. It's like you get at a concert or whatnot.
Yeah. They're sort of, I don't know. There's
just the festive component.
We used to call them light sticks, but I'm sure that's
There's
got
probably a
some other
fancier
name
name
now. Yeah.
I hear a lot of honking, so I guess we are getting closer to the 2014 Glasgow Christmas Parade.
We've done a few of these in the rain too. That has always been.
And this year, you can't see it from this vantage point, but we have a tent over us, and I don't remember having a tent last year. Do you?
No, and I'm glad. I want to use it. I hope they bring that tent back, and it will ward off the rain.
I hope so.
Because about 24 hours ago, it would have been a nasty time to do a parade.
Oh gosh, just a dreary this whole week. But yesterday, for sure, the rain didn't stop. I can remember a parade where Jim Moody and I held our umbrella and our notebook and our microphone and stood on the side of the street. So we've come a long way with our accommodations here by the Electric Plant Board.
Just got a text from our news director here at WCLU, Angela Briggs. She says, I am in the lead car. So
Okay.
I guess we'll officially know when she drives by that we are moving forward. One of the things that I have noticed, Amy, leading up here to the Christmas parade this week, is the fact that folks seem to time when they're going to get their decorations up. It's sort of like this is the first deadline. If I'm going to do it, I got to do it by parade day. So that I can. I don't want people to be putting all this effort in to getting us a nice spirited sort of a parade here and driving by houses that are dark,
that are not lit up. Right. If you're going to do it, do it when all the people are out, the traffic is going on,
and there's a lot of beautiful decorations already up here in the city of Glasgow.
Oh yes.
And we got a lot of time for other folks to get them up too.
Oh yeah. It's only the 6th, right? So,
that's right. It's December the 6th.
But in a way, it'll be here before we know it. Isn't that how it goes after the parade? Boy, it just flies to me.
Well, it's a busy time of the year. Particularly if you have youngsters or grandchildren. There's so many events that you need to be. How can you actually not go to all of them? You certainly can't choose.
School and yes,
you can't pick and choose.
That's right. You have to go to them all.
But it's certainly a good way to get into the spirit of things too.
Definitely.
Were you ever in any little Christmas plays or anything like that? Over there in Elkton,
in
Kentucky?
Elkton, I think I was with church anyway.
Yeah,
those memories are faded, it seems like, but because when my own children got into the picture, it was all about their Christmas plays.
Sure.
we watch home movies every now and then and catch some of those even now.
It's pretty scary to watch, to see how a movie that you think was just a couple
Yesterday,
years ago
yeah.
was 10 years ago, and everything has changed
How
so
much they've
yeah.
changed. That's right. That's exactly what we thought when we saw it.
The
It's like-
perspective on that. you know.
exactly.
But
exactly.
I'm sure there's lots of, I know along the route there's lots of folks like Wes Marion and his group with the hot chocolate, and other folks who are selling chili and other concessions. It just makes for a special. I saw coming downtown, while I was approaching the downtown area, I saw a number of tents like what we have above us here.
Oh, wow.
And underneath the tents there was people had food, and people were just, just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
setting up,
Make the
making it
most of
a
it.
gala event.
And you know, a lot of these parade entries have been sitting out there for a couple of hours this afternoon, right? I mean, they get out there early for the judging, and so these people have been kind of sitting on ready for a while now before the parade even took off at 6 o'clock.
I have another text from another viewer, listener here. Somebody wanting to know, what is the Ed McDonald Award? I can tell you what the Ed McDonald Award is. Ed was one of the folks who actually embraced the parade, and he was the first one at every committee meeting, and he is the last one to leave, and always he took care of the parking lot at the parade at the beginning down there. And Ed, the husband of Esther McDonald, and he was just so involved and really found his place, and he embodied the spirit of what a Christmas parade should be, and he did it in a very quiet, meek sort of a manner. You know, it's like, those folks that you need to be able to say, that guy will get it done. That was Ed McDonald. But the thing was, when you zoom out and look at it, it's a good thing he did, because he did things that helped us to hold the parade together and organize it. And he somehow he had that ability to zoom out and see the big picture.
And like you said, did it without a lot of fanfare.
Sure did. So now, in his honor, I can't remember how many years Ed's been gone now, but certainly parade day doesn't come that we don't think about Ed, particularly in everything that's going on down there at the Glasgow High School parking lot. So that's the answer to the question right there.
All right.
I hope that was the answer that they were looking for, the Ed McDonald Award. Nice fella indeed.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let's see. We've got. I'm beginning to hear a little bit of music down there. Let's sneak ahead right here. Our first, our first band is going to be, looks like the Barron County High School.
I hear
Marching
the
Band.
drums.
That's
and
right.
You know, the other award, the Grand Marshal Award, and you've already talked about this, but the Barron River Animal Welfare Association is going to be leading us off tonight, and Brawa, I'm sure their staff members are very excited about taking part, and taking such a significant role in the parade, and we'll get to see who they picked for their Grand Marshal Award winner.
You know, that organization, as I was talking about, Brawa, they do a lot from the media standpoint on local radio stations and the newspapers and with the local television. They always are good at saying, here's what we have available. Here's what we have. Here's who needs a home. And, it's always current, and there's a lot of work
Oh, yes.
to making sure that all of these pets are exposed to places where they could go and spend Christmas.
Yeah, and the media is always great about working with them and getting them on and just presenting their message at every opportunity. So I think they're an excellent choice to be featured tonight in the parade.
No question about it. So, when you're telling me when your daughter graduates, that's when you might want the Beagle Hound?
Yeah, my son will still be at home, but
Yeah.
she says, "Oh, Mom, he plays Xbox. You'll need a dog."
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
We got to take care of Mom.
That's right. That's right. I've been wanting one for a while, so I think that would be a good time.
You're watching and listening to the Glasgow Community Christmas Parade here on the Glasgow Electric Plant Board EPB6 and on WCLU Radio. I'm Henry Royce, and Amy Bingham is here. Amy is here. You gotta look for her more than you used to, because instead of being on the
Not
TV,
on every night like I used to
she's
be.
doing this what they call the view
The
from
View
the
from
Hill.
the Hill. I'm with WKU's Public Affairs Office, and It airs every Thursday night, and then I turn it around as a radio clip for stations like WCLU, and I hope you guys are able to use it.
We always do.
I just shorten it a little bit. I clip it down a little bit, but it's usually halftime of some of our sports programming too, our basketball, football shows. But
you do a good job.
Well, thank you. It's a good job, and luckily it didn't work me out of this job. Even though I'm not at WBKO, technically you all still invite me to come and do the coverage.
It's because you've developed quite a following to come over and do the parade.
Well, I appreciate that. I've had some nice comments about it, so I really enjoy coming up here. You guys had a big concert last night in the Plaza, right?
No.
Did you go?
No, I didn't go.
That would have been a great one.
I already had another commitment, and I felt like that, I've seen Winona before, and she puts on a really nice show.
Right.
But of course, the Plaza is a fabulous place. All of the performers who have come to the Plaza look around the Plaza and say, I've not performed in a place quite this unique or quite this beautiful.
It's like the best kept secret.
Yeah,
I know.
Really
I can imagine. Y'all have gotten some really great names to come up here, so
yes, indeed.
I would have loved to have been to that show.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Yeah, she does a good job. I am beginning to see police cars coming up the hill here.
Oh yeah.
Again, our vantage point for as you are listening or watching on the television, we are at the hill here. Right in front of Columbia Avenue Church of Christ, right in front of where E.B. Terry School, where the building still stands, but the school was right behind us back here.
That's right.
And so that kind of helps people, and we're coming up the hill, headed down to the square. It's going to go around the square as always, and there are a lot of folks down there ready to roll. And of course, let's see here. I do also want to let you know that as our police department and color guard are coming, in addition to all the folks who help us get up here, we also have our Green River Rentals lifts where we're going to improve your view tonight. And of course, behind us, a beautiful arrangement from All in Bloom Florists. Isn't that pretty?
Yes.
Who
they
we have
always
here,
do such
Amy?
a great job. Well, we have the Glasgow Police Department Honor Guard made up of Sergeant Mike Burton, Officer Terry Flatt, Officer Joseph Ford, Officer
Jabin McGuire,
and Officer Stephen Fields.
Yes, indeed. They certainly bring a lot of honor to the parade for sure. And here comes a Glasgow police unit. I can't see who. There's Angela Briggs right there.
Yeah, there she is.
How you doing, Angela? Yeah, she told me she was going to be in that car, and she's getting a good spot right there.
She's front and center. That's awesome.
Here comes another police vehicle. This is one of those the Humvees there, the Extreme Terrain Response Unit, which is that is a heck of a looking vehicle right there.
It is.
Probably doesn't get good mileage, but it will
Do
get
you
a
see
lot
that
of places.
tooling around town very often?
That's right. This is, let's see here, to make sure where we are. This is still from the Kentucky Army National Guard. This is from the 623rd Field Artillery. It's that six-wheeled vehicle. It's a HIMARS 6. It can carry, Amy, did you know this? It can carry 6 rockets.
Wow. No,
Or
I
one
did not
Army
realize.
tactical missile system. A useful piece of equipment for sure. And here comes, that has 6 wheels. And this next vehicle here, I don't know that we have a description of that, but it is very similar to this HIMARS 6-wheel vehicle that can carry 6 rockets.
Right.
They're beeping jingle bells from that vehicle too. Did you catch that?
I did. Now, they're going to segue us into our Grand Marshal, which we've mentioned a couple of times. That's
Pause for Christmas.
Pause for Christmas, which is our theme. And there we go, saying hello to the armored vehicles. But the Grand Marshal is the Barren River Animal Welfare Association, or BRAWA, and you're about to see their float coming into the screen. It's made up of staff members, board members, shelter volunteers, and of course their dogs. Some of the dogs you see here are currently waiting for a new home just in time for the holidays. So
takes a lot of people to make Bravo work, and you're seeing quite a few of them right there coming in front of us in our in parade route. Bunch of fellas, Margie Patton and Molly Taylor and Chrissy Fields, and just to name a few of the folks are involved. Now we have some music for you. The Barron County High School Marching Trojans.
Love the Santa hats. They
Dr.
are.
Kip Crowder and Monica Crowder are in charge of these youngsters, 105 members strong. Most recently, the band won grand champion at the South Central Kentucky Marching Band Classic, 5th place, and the Kentucky Governor's Cup at the Contest of Champions, and numerous other awards. It's a big band. They got to have a big vehicle to take them to these competitions.
That's right,
There's
a big old
one coming through.
18-wheeler.
That's right. That's right. Very proud of the band, very proud of their growth, very proud of their accomplishments, including those trophies.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're moving on into the government, city, county, and state. Leading us off, you're going to see Barron County Judge Executive Davy Greer. Davy is retiring after serving 3 terms as our Barron County Judge Executive, and we sure love us some Davy Greer.
We're going to miss her, and I just bet you that we're also going to see her next year doing something else. Here comes the jailer after us right here.
Special delivery.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you so much.
The Kiwanis Club. You know what? I can't wait to see what this is.
Thank you so much.
That is Barron County Jailer Matt Mutter. And he made a good run up here to our viewing sites. The Barron County Jail Detention Center has work crews. They work around the county, and they are certainly responsible for some of the good work that's done on our right-of-ways and other things as a part of their community service.
Well, how nice of them. And here comes Granny, the 1925 Seagrave pumper from the Glasgow Fire Department. Granny was the first pumper purchased by the city of Glasgow. This truck is still functional and is used for parades and fire prevention programs.
And we have Glasgow Mayor Rhonda Troutman and members of the Glasgow City Council here in fire engine number 3 from the Glasgow Fire Department. This truck is a 2010 Pierce Contender pumper truck. Of course, Mayor Troutman ending her term this year, and she has done a great job, and we wish her well in the future. And it's a tough job to run a town.
Oh, absolutely.
And, this was one that runs very well.
Absolutely. And then we have Merry Christmas from Glasgow City Councilman James Happy Neal.
Yes. There
Sporting
he
a
is.
yellow, I'm not sure, is that a Mustang?
I believe it could be a Camaro. Yes,
okay. And then Happy Holidays from Barron County Clerk Joanne London
There's
and
Joanne
her staff.
with a big wave.
She's got her vehicle all decked out. She decked the halls.
That's right. We have Michael Hale. Michael is the judge-elect. He will be replacing
Davy Greer.
Here at inauguration.
Congratulations to him. And then behind him is Barron County Sheriff Kent King.
Sheriff Keene doing a good little wave in there.
Lots of representatives. There's Johnny Bell.
State Representative Johnny Bell. He's got some candy for the little ones there.
Yes, he's
brought a puppy with him as a part of the, supporting the theme.
That's right. That's right. Pause for Christmas.
That's right.
And then behind Johnny Bell is Barron County PVA, Brad Bailey and his staff.
Right. There's Brad. Waving real big right there. Property valuation administrator.
And next we have John Gardner, Commonwealth's attorney for the 43rd Judicial Circuit. Mr. Gardner is the Commonwealth attorney for Barron and Metcalfe counties.
See, he's showing his youth. He's actually walking the parade out there as opposed to riding in the vehicle
That's right.
back here. But I guess certainly it's just good to be out here and wave at everybody and make sure everybody, look at there.
Hey.
That's George Wells over there. George works at the Commonwealth's attorney's office, and
Okay.
George is sort of he's got John's back, so to speak.
It looks like he does.
In case
It sure
his back
looks like
is
it.
sore from walking.
Now we want to tell you, you have to get your paws on a good book.
Yes.
How's that fun?
Yes.
At the Mary Wood Weldon Memorial Library, where good books are always available. You're about to see the Bookmobile. It's decorated for the parade with four-legged characters from all of your favorite children's books. So,
You know, the Bookmobile its place in history is not always touted as highly as it should be.
Exactly.
Taking books out places where people couldn't get to town to a library, what a difference that has made.
That's
and I'm glad
right.
to see we still keep that program up here at the
yes,
Mary
I
Wood
hope
Weldon.
it stays around
Yes.
forever and ever.
Yes.
And we're going to move into the Scout, the Scout category.
Right.
It says, Pause for Christmas comes to us tonight from Girl Scout Troop 2088. The girls are portraying their favorite pawed creatures, enjoying Christmas and taking a camping trip together. It looks like they are roasting some s'mores to
Yeah.
leave for Santa Claus.
Looks good.
It sure does. They're all snuggled in there, hopefully as warm as possible. Oh
I'd say they
wow,
probably
we
are.
get more goodies.
Looky
Girl
here,
Scout cookies.
Girl Scout
Thank you so
cookies.
much.
Now,
I'll let
how
you
can we
pick your
take a
favorite
commercial
later.
time out and tear into one of these boxes? I guess we get in trouble for that.
We may have to wait. We may
That's
have to
right,
wait.
that's right.
Now we have an award winner, Henry.
All right, the first place Scout Award goes to Cub Scout Pack number 586, which has been chartered by the Glasgow Baptist Church, and they have won first place. Beautiful float here
Congratulations.
we got some paw prints on the float and the Christmas tree, and it looks very nice indeed. Pack 586, first place in the Scouts.
Very good job. Seeing those paw prints makes me think of Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
And they're followed by our next entry, God's Little Helpers from Girl Scout Troop 895 of Barron County. This troop's Bronze Award project for this year was collecting items for Brawa. Merry Christmas to all from Girl Scout Troop 895. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you all too.
And next we have the third place Scout winner, Amy. This is Cub Scout Pack 600 out of Smiths Grove, Kentucky, chartered by the Smiths Grove Lions Club, and is led by Cub Master Jennifer Miller, Assistant Cub Master Jordan Moore, and Assistant Cub Master Chris Shirley. Glad to have the Scouts here from Smiths Grove, third place winners.
And now we're up to the second place winner. Girl Scout Troop 801 believes adoption is the best gift for Christmas. Their float showcases a Brawa birthday party theme, which you can have to support Brawa. All money raised from parties like this one goes to the shelter's needs. So congratulations on your second place win.
And we move right up here with entry number 661 from Boy Scout Troop number 661. This is based at the First Church of the Nazarene, unit number 25. Nice big tree there, and they got some smoke coming from there, so they got the campfire going on that particular float there. Amy.
Hopefully that's keeping them warm too. Hopefully so.
All right.
Great job by all the Scouts. Now we have our small business section coming up. It says it's a howdy kind of Christmas at Howdy 103.7.
Boy, they're doubled up in there, waving out of the Howdy pickup truck right
That's
there.
right. Look at that
Howdy.
pup.
Yeah.
From Carol's Grooming and Boarding, they groom all breeds of dogs and cats. They also board all breeds. And how about that? He's in the catbird seat.
No question about it. And they do a nice job, and certainly you can have a soft spot in your heart for those little puppies that are riding in there.
And they're followed up by Spacewalk of Glasgow.
This is nice indeed. This is the spacewalk where you can get these folks to come to events that you have, and you can let the young ones get in there and run around. They left all the pets in there tonight, though.
Oh, sweet. Yep. They're
having
just
a good
hanging
time
around.
with it, sure.
Then we have Mr. Reuter Plumbing wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Mr. Reuter is hoping we all remember them throughout 2015 for all of our plumbing needs.
All right. A lot of red on that float, do you notice?
Yeah, I love the candy cane
skirt,
spotlights
candy
on
cane,
all four
that's right.
corners. Now we have a winner.
Another winner here, a third place small business winner, the miniature Ferris wheel that is sponsored by Glover's Body Shop out at Summer Shade, Kentucky, winning third place Christmas at the fair. You see the little Ferris wheels on there, do you?
Yes, nice job.
That's
Look
right.
at that. You'll
Yes, there it is. Look at the little ones in there riding up in the
And they're
Ferris wheel.
followed up by WGGC, Goober 95.1, Moose Michaels, and the Goober Club with Kelly Austin each morning, get you ready to face your day. So it's always fun to hang out with the Goobers out at WGGC.
Nice folks. I don't know if that's Moose driving or not.
I can't tell. Next we have,
R.E. Harp and Sons Recycling. Actually, they are sponsoring the next two entries. They want to wish your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year for the best family service around. Pass the rest and come to the best.
yeah, nice
Couple of
Corvette.
entries there. That's right.
Awesome.
Bluegrass Sailors coming up here, Amy.
That's right, and they're very happy to be part of this community during the holiday season. During all the seasons, they say. They want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Bluegrass Cellular. They've decked their halls with
Yes, they have.
lots of different lighting for tonight's event.
A lot of folks depend on the Bluegrass
Looks like they're
Sailor.
followed by Merry Christmas from Sam 100.7, Commonwealth Broadcasting.
Right. Another big wave there, the greatest hits of all time.
Next
They
we
have
have
the Pets Leave Paw Prints Across Our Hearts, brought to you by Zaxby's. There's the big Zaxby chicken up there. Zaxby reminds everybody to live, love, and adopt. Now that's certainly something to leave this parade with that in mind.
Absolutely, absolutely. Got to have that Zaxby's.
That's right.
Love it. Next we have the Shabby Chic Antiques coming to us with an antique car, it looks like. It says 629 Barn is what the phone number it's advertising.
That's
so
right. You can call them up right there, and that's an antique right in the back there. That's what I don't know, it's a Chevrolet of some type, but I don't know what year it is. But boy, is it loaded down with presents.
it sure looks like it. It sure looks like it. Then we have Surf Pro of Allen, Barron, Hart, Greene, and Taylor counties. They provide fire and water damage restoration services with over 1,600 franchises nationwide. There's a Surf Pro professional ready to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Serve Pro. Certainly glad to have them in the Glasgow, Barron County Community Christmas Parade here. We've got some folks who are ready to, if they're chilly at all, they're not going to be for long because they are working out tonight, Amy. This is Workout Anytime. 2 locations in Bowling Green, and they're opening a 3rd location in Glasgow in January. Memberships will be $15 per month and no long-term contracts. Merry Christmas from Workout Anytime.
Boy, I tell you, that is a reasonable price.
That's
so
right,
you
indeed.
cannot beat that.
You can do a lot of working out for that.
That's right, that's right. Next we have Mike's Cycle World, and they're a fixture in this parade, aren't
No question
they?
about that. They have been here and been on a lot of youngsters' Christmas lists for a couple of generations at least.
Absolutely. We always love to see the float from Mike's Cycle World and have them participate. They're all loaded up in their all-terrain vehicles and ready to go.
Some nice looking vehicles on there for
They
sure.
sure are.
This is Happy Holidays from Dunlap RV family to your family. Their goal is to provide family fun in the great outdoors. The Dunlap RV Center is located on Corvette Drive in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I've seen that down there. They have a lot of them in stock for sure. Dunlap RV Center in Glasgow for the big Christmas parade. here tonight.
Yeah,
That
very
RV
nice.
is just
Very
decorated
nice.
pretty sharp too, you know.
Glad to have them
Yes.
here. Next we have another radio station, 105.3, The Point, Commonwealth Broadcasting, and always have good representation
Sure.
from so many lovely radio stations
Yes.
that do
That's
so much for the community.
it says they're the home of Bob and Tom.
Yep.
5.3, The Point. And a good-looking youngster there waving on the driver's side too there, Amy.
Things
I
seem
got
to be going along pretty smooth
Yeah.
there so far, so good. We've
Haven't-
gone through 43 entries so far and seen some award winners.
I have a text here from somebody who wants me to tell you hello. This is from Buddy and Ann Grant Underwood.
Oh, yeah.
Says they knew both of your parents, Bill and Hilda, over the years.
They did.
And they were, of course, through state auto insurance.
Yes.
He was upper management, and they were the best friends with JC and Virginia, which are Ann Grant's parents.
So excited to
in-laws.
hear from them. Longtime
Yeah,
family
that's right.
friends.
Good folks.
Thank
indeed.
you so
And,
much.
I know they thought a lot of your folks.
They did, and vice versa. So I'm glad to know that they're home watching. I hope
right.
they're enjoying the parade. I hope you all are enjoying the parade.
Well, they love dogs too.
I'm sorry?
They love dogs.
Oh, good, good.
Very much in support of Brawa.
Okay.
I love the name of this float.
This
right
is so
here.
cute.
Baby,
Baby, it's rough outside. R-U-F-F. How
Take
cute
me
is
home
that?
for Christmas. This is Dr. Craig Tyree. And Dr. Tyree, of course, is a radiation oncologist here. But he has a very creative eye when it comes to doing things like Halloween, Christmas parades, things of that nature. This is Dr. Tyree's float featuring photos of pets available for adoption at Brawa. Now there's some confetti cannons as cotton candy is handed out along the parade route. Dr. Tyree and his staff will be sponsoring the adoption of one special dog and one special cat. Now that's putting the money where the mouth is.
Can you see why they are a first place winner in this
Yes.
division, the small business division?
Yes, indeed.
And I've never seen a confetti canyon in this parade, I don't think.
No,
So
that's a new one, isn't it?
very good, very good. They're followed up by AKG's Lawn Mowing, which is owned and operated by Austin Grant of Munfordville. They've been in business for 3 years. They do business in Hart and Barron counties and want to thank all their customers for their support. They say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Austin and the pups. So they latched right along to the theme as well.
That's right. Snoopy is driving that zero-turn mower right there. We also have coming up Kingery's Auto Repair in the red pickup truck coming in front of our reviewing stand. Got a lot of paws on the side of that car right there. It says that they do repair on all makes and models, both large and small jobs.
Very nice. And of course, there's the Beaver Buggy.
Yeah.
WBVR, #1 country, the Beaver, 96.7. Scooter and Mila in the morning. Work days with Shannon Presley and afternoons with Alan Austin, the #1 country station playing #1 country music.
The Beaver. I'm not cold yet, are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
It's the wind that's going to get
It's the
us.
wind. It's not warm by any means,
No,
but
that's right.
we've been through colder, I can tell you.
We've got an ornament and some Girl Scout
I
cookies.
know. We might get out of here with a Coke still before the
That's
night's
right,
over.
That's right. I
and-
think I see that coming.
I
We've
hope
got
so.
this is an interesting float right here. This is the Santa's. Let's see here. This is
see.
our UK Wildcat warehouse right here.
That's right.
It's a company based in Lexington. They strive to give their customers the best UK experience. Go Cats!
Wow.
And the cats have been going.
They have.
They
They
put it on
have. What a
Texas for
season
sure.
we're looking at with
Yeah,
them.
that's right. So
Glad to
UK
have-
Wildcat warehouse. I'm presuming that probably has something to do with UK, apparel, Big Blue.
Right. I'm not familiar,
I
but
think it's-
I'm glad to have them in the parade.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
We
And
do
there's-
enjoy the description that folks give us as far as
That's right. That's right. I see the Wildcat
Yeah,
coming down the street, hugging the fans.
yeah. I believe this is the Glasgow Water Company float coming up. It's a municipally owned water and wastewater utility that's been serving the community For over 70 years, the Glasgow Water Company provides water to Glasgow, Barron County, Allen County, and wholesales water to 6 other surrounding counties. A big operation for sure. And
they've got one of their trees suspended on the back there.
Of course, it's this time of the year when you're home, ready to enjoy Christmas, when some big water main might break, and these fellas have to go to work.
That's right.
And,
they have to leave their families to get that
in the worst of conditions, and we appreciate the fact that they're always ready to make that move.
Absolutely.
I think this is another big water truck here.
That's right. That's a second unit with the Glasgow Water Company, and they've got little Snoopy right up there on the top of his doghouse, just overlooking everything, making sure everything's going well.
Some big waves coming out of the front of that truck.
Kids and pups, does it get any cuter? That's what I want to know. And they're followed by Scooby Power Racing. So
That's
Scooby.
going to be, we have some puppies coming down here through
Oh, they do.
through,
They're getting their exercise on this
I don't know
parade.
which unit they're connected to, but they're a cute puppy indeed. This is Scooby Power, and Scooby's got a couple of neat vehicles on there to race. It's got with 2 wheels in the front and 1 in the back.
It's come a long way from that green van, huh?
Yes, indeed. A long ways.
And next we have 106.3 WOBO and Commonwealth Broadcasting.
All right.
Saying ho 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 with us this evening.
Yeah. They've got some Christmas lights on that unit. Sending out the wave.
All right.
Here we have next the Out of Control Power Sports. This is a new business in Glasgow, located on North Broadway. They specialize in 4-wheelers from 110cc to 125 to 156 and up, and they carry UTVs as well. They have a mechanic on staff, and they do repairs on small engines. And they have parts, and they have service, and they have layaway, and they have financing. That is out of control.
Out of control. They are out of control. And behind them is Alfred's Connection. At Alfred's, they specialize in car audio, as you could hear, electronic repair, television repair, and cell phone repair. They have over 25 years of experience and ready to be your connection.
They do a mighty fine job indeed. Here comes a unit entitled Get Your Paws on a Buick or a GMC at Bailey Gibson. For all your new or pre-owned vehicle needs, go on down to Bailey Gibson Buick GMC on the Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Remember, Jeff Gibson is the Gibson to see. And I wasn't looking up there, but I bet Jeff is in that truck right
I bet so. Now you're looking at the second place winner in the small business category. Dr. Steve Webb and staff at Glasgow Animal Clinic have been providing quality veterinary care since 1945. The team is committed to providing personal attention to each individual animal. And how much do you love that the truck
The truck has a little face, a little nose, and 2 ears.
That is adorable. I love it.
You can see how it gets a big award, second place award right there.
I certainly can.
All right, we have, let's see, next, All Hit Woohoo 107, the best mix. Kirk and Brooke in the morning, middays, and 90s at noon with Brady, Scott in the afternoon, and Paula Kay at night. Playing the best mixes past and present. Woohoo wishes you a very Merry Christmas.
And they're followed by, Deck the Paws with bowls of goodies.
Yes.
Sweets and treats from Brown Paper Bag Cafe and Double Barrel Treasures Coffee Shop in Glasgow. They've got lots of delectable desserts that you could see there.
This is a neat idea. Coldwell Banker, Dwayne and Josh Pierce, the #1 real estate team in Barron County. And what you're seeing is the truck that the Pierce team furnishes to their clients as they look forward to serving everybody in 2015. That's a good idea.
That's awesome.
Bought this house? Here, use my truck, move in. Can't beat that creativity.
And now you're seeing the Barron River Tree Service wishing you happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.
Yes, there's some ears on that truck too, I believe, Amy.
I think so.
Right.
Everybody's really getting in the theme. Pause for Christmas.
Right. I'm impressed, totally impressed. The Mount Hermon Country Store brings us the next entry. It's a puppy's family Christmas. A country family rescues a pet that needs a Christmas too. Memories are made from the old country store porch to the fishing with kids, and rescuing a pet made their family's dream come true. And I bet it was a nice dream for the puppy, too.
I bet so. Look at that adorable husky or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's
Love
a
it.
husky for sure, who's loving the parade.
Next we have entry number 65A. It says, at the age of 21, John Vaughn was among a group of men who left Glasgow in 1941 to fight for a cause that was greater than all of them combined. Vaughn served his country for 3 years, 3 months, and 4 days in 8 campaigns, and in that time he was faced with water shortages and lizards crawling into his bed, several attacks where he had to dive for cover and was forced to live in a hole dug for 3 months, all to protect America and our freedom. The Barron County Progress and Joe Publishing is proud to honor John Vaughn in this year's parade.
That is a very nice touch. I'll say more about that in a minute. We have the ToyBoxMotorsales.com coming up here. They are at 5143 Scottsville Road in Glasgow. The Toy Box Motor Sales. Talking about Mr. Vaughn, you know, Joe Publishing last year, I believe, was when they had Mr. John Wood in the parade, another decorated veteran, and I just really like the fact that we are combining our veterans as a part of the parade, and
Absolutely.
they do need to be saluted as they go through the route here.
Absolutely. Here you see the Vance store celebrating 50 years of business in Barron County, known for their lawn and garden business. They've added utility vehicles for work and play to their lineup. Come see all of them at the Vance store.
Followed by Real Country Willie 94.1. They want to thank their loyal listeners and advertisers for making 2014 a fantastic year. And here's to a healthy and happy 2015. Merry Christmas from Kelly, Gracie, Chris, Frida, Jeff, and Mark.
All right, tonight's next entry is from C&W Express and Corbin's Full Pull. This truck is nicknamed Mean Maldine, and it can be seen all over Kentucky and Tennessee at truck pulls and fairs. The sled pulled by the truck is named Hillbilly Deluxe.
Right.
Mean
I like
Maldine.
The next unit here is C&W Express, being driven in honor of Bobby White. Bobby passed away back in September. He purchased the truck up on its blocks and completely rebuilt Corbin. Congratulations for that, and a labor of love by both men, and everybody's going to miss Bobby White for a long time around here. Here comes Will's Wheels.
And they are rough and ready for Christmas, pun intended. Will, Denise, Chandler, Haley, Chandra, Ramey, and Adeline want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. They hope you all pause PAWS to remember the true meaning of Christmas.
Up next we have from Hometown Manor. It's a small 12-room assisted living community tucked away on Crystal Lane near T.J. Sampson Hospital. Comes the residents of Hometown Manor showing off their new feline friend, Butterscotch.
Butterscotch. And then we have 2 entries from Glasgow's Anna's Greek Restaurant, family owned and operated. They invite you to dine on food freshly prepared by Chef Anna. Anna's is located on 607 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow.
We have the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart coming through the parade route now. It's Flora and Poppy the raccoon. Flora, her staff, and of course Poppy want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And next we have Ely Drugs. From Ely Drugs and Medical Supply, pets are family too. Ely's has been taking care of families since 1920. Right here in Glasgow. Did you know they can take care of your pets too? Now get this, Amy. They do compounding for pets that need a special blend of medicines, creams, or ointments. They can even add flavor to your pet's medication. What about that?
Wow, wow. Now we've moved on into the school group, and we're starting off with WKU Glasgow, the largest of the 3 regional campuses, serving over 15 counties. They offer 20 associate's and bachelor's degrees, and there's Big Red. So glad he's here today.
Taking it easy tonight, you think?
Right.
We have a first place winner coming up here, Amy. This is the Metcalfe County Board of Education celebrating early literacy with the Pokey Little Puppy. Metcalfe County Schools takes pause for Christmas. Enjoy the fun as Superintendent Dr. Benny Lyles shares the heartwarming children's storybook, which is Pokey's Little Puppy's First Christmas.
And they're followed by the second place winner you're seeing now, a new home for Christmas from the Barron County Area Technology Center. Buster is getting a new home this Christmas thanks to the students there. FBLA, HOSA, and Skills USA have all been collecting food for Brawa. Second place to them.
The CAP Civil Air Patrol Southern Kentucky Cadet Squadron is the premier cadet organization in South Central Kentucky. The squad's color guard and drill teams are award-winning, with all the members of the squadron focusing on emergency services and cadet programs. They kind of blew right through here real fast.
It goes
They're
quick.
a good-looking group, folks.
There you see the third place winner from the Barron County High School softball team. 30 girls on the team, from seniors to 8th graders, and glad to have them with their Snoopy riding in. And again, they were the third place winner in that division.
I think we ought to hear a little music from the Hart County Raider Band, Amy.
Sounds good. Awesome job. Under the direction of Ed Johnson, the Raider Band has been a KMEA state semifinalist for 19 years and was a finalist band in 2012. Hart County has the oldest competing unit in the SCGC Winter Guard Circuit and Kentucky. They are a one-time gold medalist and two-time bronze medalist.
We're tickled to have them in Glasgow for the Christmas parade tonight here. Next here we have James Comer. James brings with him members of Team Comer. Comer is a Republican for the governor of Kentucky.
Yes, he's from nearby Monroe County, and he's our current agriculture commissioner. I'm sure you're going to be seeing a lot of him all over the state. Looks like he's brought a lot of supporters with him tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Be in the Glasgow parade. Team Comer is followed by a first place winner in the family and individual group. This is Snoopy's a winner from the Lyons family. Snoopy is showing off his first place doghouse along with Charlie Brown, the Peanuts gang, and the poor little Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
How about a second place winner? This is tonight's next entry, Spot, Santa's little helper from the Vance family. The family is celebrating Santa's arrival along with the birth of Christ. On the sled you can see Santa's little helper, Spot.
So first and second right together, and
That's right.
they are followed by our next entry, Jerry Shirley driving his 1963 Ford Fairlane.
Wow.
Jerry and the Shirley family wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas.
That's in great shape too, isn't it?
I love the color.
Next we have from James Heiser, a 1963 Chevy SS Super Sport in memory of Richard Lee Heiser. And that's a nice looking vehicle. as
Very
well.
nice. Love the antique cars that come to the parade. Then we have Berryman and Turner families. Paige Berryman placed 5th in the Grand National Cross Country Girls 8 to 15 Class ATV Championship. Mason Turner placed 1st in the Grand National Cross Country 90 Limited 8 to 12 Class ATV Championship. So they're here in the parade to wish you all a Merry Christmas from the Berryman and Turner families.
I just really love the families being involved, because it's just wonderful to have the families here and they work together to do this parade, and it's just a fabulous effort. Our next entry is from Jean Marie Lawson Spann and her campaign for Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture. Jean Marie is a native of Barron County. She is the host of the Jean Marie Ag Show, which you hear on WCLU every Monday morning at 8:30. She has been involved in the business in South Central Kentucky for most of her life. Jean Marie asks for your support and your vote in the May primary. That's her husband Bobby there holding up the picture of his bride, and her mom and dad's in the front of the vehicle right there, Beverly and Sam Lawson. And actually, Jean Marie, going back a little further, was a Scotty reporter on WCLU.
Was
in,
she
in
really?
a whole other life, yes.
Awesome.
But anyway, we're glad to see them here, and she's working really hard, and we're glad that she came home to Glasgow to be in the Glasgow.
Well, it's
Christmas
great.
parade.
It's a great venue for these politicians to get out there and meet the people, meet the voters.
No question about it. What do you think the temperature is?
I don't know. Cold.
Cold. I think it's about
No
41
idea.
degrees, right?
Maybe so.
Dawn, the camera lady up here. You think it's 41, Dawn? Yeah.
I'll take it. It
All
sounds
right.
okay. We've moved on into a new division, our church division, and you're going to see the very first place winner right off the bat. The Cedar Grove Missionary Baptist Church presents Pause for Christmas to remind again everyone to take time and remember what the season is really about. Boy, they've done a wonderful job.
We talked about the Plaza Theater. I heard this lady sing, Mary, Did You Know, at the Plaza Theater in concert a few years ago. It was amazing. She was one of the best acts that we have ever had up there at the
Wow,
Plaza.
I can imagine. What a wonderful manger and just very impressive float. Congrats on your first place win.
Up next we have Pause to Oz, and the Clowns for Christ are from the Faith United Methodist Church in Glasgow. They celebrate the birth of Jesus today and every day with warm, comforting embraces of paw prints of love, peace, joy, kindness, goodness, and faithfulness. Joy to the world. Pause to Oz, and Clowns for Christ. Wait a
That's
minute.
right.
Is that, this also looks like that as well. Pause for Christ coming forward.
Okay.
Okay.
Did we check? I don't know
Here
that
we
we
are.
saw
Actually,
the number.
we're good. We're in
We're
good
okay.
shape.
Okay, Pause for Christ. This comes to us from Shady Grove Missionary Baptist Church, and this is the second place winner. Through their float, they hope to spread the true message and meaning of Christmas. And again, they just say pause for the cause. Pause for Christ, I should say. Pause for Christ. Second place winner in the church division.
We have a lot of creative use of the word pause in this parade tonight, you know. Pause
sure
on
do.
books, pause for Christ. We got a third place winner here. This is Grace from Calvert Church. The float is a depiction of God's grace with 3 different scenes from the life of Christ. Calvert Church.
They've all worked so hard and done a great job on their floats and got some bragging rights to go home with tonight. Now you see Christian Family Radio staff and family wishing you a Merry Christmas from their ark full of DJs. You can hear Christmas music all month long on 89.3 FM in Glasgow and 90.7 FM in surrounding areas. There's your broadcast right there, showcasing God's glory through your story with life-changing media, Christian Family Radio.
And there's Bridget Kurt Gross, who is one of the driving forces there at Christian Family Radio. Next, we have the Glasgow Shrine Club and their ladies as Corsair Shriners. Their mission is to raise money for Corsair charities. They've raised over $650,000 through candy sales and
Wow.
their Reach Out for Corsair Kids event. And there's some, is that a clown there? Was it? I
Yeah, he
believe
was
it is.
going strong
Right.
with the
Yeah.
with juggling those balls in the air until we got the camera on him.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know, it's that wind up here.
I know.
This is the Windy Hill Studio.
I think it is. So you're about to see our second place winner for the club and organization. Entry number 97 in tonight's parade. It's going to be from the Boys and Girls Club of Glasgow and Barron County. It's from Herbert and Pack and Jerry A. Bott's Real Estate and Construction. The club's members take pride in this float they have designed and constructed. These youth spread love, respect, and responsibility in the community. The Boys and Girls Club is a youth development organization that welcomes almost 300 members daily and grows bright leaders for Glasgow's future.
What a wonderful asset to this community. What a wonderful entity that has gotten a lot of support locally, and we're glad to have them in the parade tonight, Amy. We have the next entry from the Freedom Warriors, another great group of folks here in our community. This is the Freedom Warriors Community Veterans Organization, and they would like to take this time to wish everybody a very merry and blessed Christmas from the Freedom Warriors.
And
Bunch
they're-
of good folks there.
They are, and they're followed up by the Women of Steel, sponsored by the United Steel Workers, coming right up there for us.
All right. We have the Loud and Proud. You know, the Loud and Proud Car and Truck Club is a first place club organization winner. They have been consistently an important part of this parade now for a great number of years. It took us a little while to realize the impact that they had.
Right.
But they come in here each and every year and bring some very nicely decorated vehicles. The Loud and Proud Car and Truck Club.
That's right, and again, like you said, they're our first place winner tonight, so they brought several entries like they always do, and we're so happy to have them. Next we have the WKU Student Government and Friends of Glasgow Dog Park partnering for our 2014 Christmas Parade. The dog park is a newly formed nonprofit that supports the establishment. Oh, I'm sorry. I think
Wait a minute here.
this is entry
4-H.
106. Let me come back to that in a minute.
Yeah,
The Barron County 4-H, excuse me, Christmas celebration.
Right. We saw Paula Terry there, and we knew we had messed up.
We did. We got ahead of ourselves, I guess, or behind.
Yeah.
But the 4-H program, of course, you know, is a family affair, and many projects, activities, events for youth and their families. They're involved in community service programs. They enjoy participating in the parade every year. Contact the Extension Office here in Barron County for more information on becoming part of the 4-H family.
Next we have the Rolling Thunder Kentucky Chapter 2 coming through the parade route. They are not a motorcycle group or a club, but a nonprofit veteran and civilian-run organization that promotes the prisoner of war and missing in action causes. Over 83,000 soldiers, you know, are still missing in action, or POWs for all wars. They provide POW flags to public places, and they have Veterans Food Bank and deliver toys to T.J. Sampson Community Hospital on Christmas Eve. Rolling Thunder.
Rolling Thunder. I think we've had a little bit of a pause in the action.
Yeah.
That's the first time we've seen that.
You're on your game tonight for sure.
Now, right behind Rolling Thunder is the Barron County Family YMCA, serving this community for 22 years. Their mission is to put Christian principles into practice through programs that build healthy spirit, mind, and body. The Y offers over 70 land and water classes, child care, sports programs, and so much more. So, welcome the Barron County Family YMCA to our Glasgow Christmas Parade.
Up next we have Unit 110, which is the Moo Crew Club of Barron County 4-H. Now, where the cheese and milk come from, you need to know that, Amy. This club has 10 members that are dairy farmers, and they enjoy showing and judging cattle. Merry Christmas from their hooves to you.
Their hooves.
The Moo Crew, very creative.
Very good.
Indeed.
Very good. And
All
then
right.
they're followed by our third place winner in the club or organization category, the Barron County Dive Team and Barron County Rescue Squad, made up of all volunteers on call 365 days a year. Currently they have 10 rescue divers, and you see they've got their pontoon boat all lit up for the festivities tonight.
Temple Hill Volunteer Fire Department comes down the route, and they were established back in 1982. They currently have 20 active members. The department has a fleet of 3 engines, 2 rescue trucks, and 1 tanker. Future plans, Amy, include adding more equipment and stations to help provide better coverage in their district and the community. Indeed, and they serve. They're first responders, and they're ready to move at a moment's notice.
This is always a highlight, seeing all the fire
Right.
trucks, I think. There you see the South Barron Volunteer Fire Department with 2 entries in tonight's parade. Merry Christmas from South Barron. There's their other unit right behind them.
All lit up there. It's a nice looking vehicle.
Very nice. Lots of
Tonight's
kiddos.
Tonight's next entry is truck number 56 from the Haywood Volunteer Fire Department. It is a 1997 Freightliner. with a 5-man cab, a 500-gallon tank, and 1,250 gallons per minute pump, and an onboard diesel engine.
Whoa.
It's got it all.
It does. It does have it all. And they're followed by the first and second place winner, the East Barron Volunteer Fire Department, with 2 entries, Engine 10 and Ladder 10. Proud to be in their 30th year of service to the community. They take pride in their department and look forward to serving for many years to come. They also want to thank the firefighters that have served the department over the years. So there you see East Barron Ladder 12, first place in the fire trucks.
Takes quite an operation, I think, to decorate the trucks and cover as much as they did in that.
That's a
Probably
lot of
had
lights.
a lot to do with winning.
Sure it did.
We have, this is the Cave City Fire Department. This is Granny, which is a 3rd place winner tonight. Granny, 3rd place in fire trucks from the Cave City Fire Department. And then, of course, they also have Rescue 15 coming through there as well. It's very important indeed. You know, Cave City being so close to the interstate, these folks get called out a lot when there's accidents and things of that nature on the interstate, much like Park City does. And they've got to be ready to respond, and certainly it appears they have the equipment. I doubt that Granny makes too many runs anymore, but, you know, she's there for moral support.
And for parades.
That's right, and for parades, too.
Now we're moving along to our business section, and my business is WBKO is always in our parade. We love having them, your #1 source for local news and weather. Merry Christmas from some of my former co-workers. There's Gene Burke, Shane Hollandy, Lauren Hansen, Kayla Vanover, Laura Rogers. Great group of people out there. Miss them all.
They are here, and I bet they are certainly enjoying. They have to go to a bunch of parades on the course of a day like today, don't they?
They do. I think they start out in Bowling Green and hit as many towns as they can get to throughout the day.
Let me tell you about this. This is TJ Pet Therapy, wishing you a Christmas filled with puppy wishes and doggy dreams. The Pause for Healing program at TJ Sampson helps patients recovering from health problems. The Pet Therapy program started back in 2007, and they have 8 therapy dogs that visit the hospital. TJ Sampson would like to thank the dogs and their handlers for all they do, and they do a lot. It does make a difference.
We should say that they were the Ed McDonald Award winner and the 3rd place winner.
Yes, that is huge.
And then they were followed by Yogi Bear's Jellystone Park at Mammoth Cave, and you saw their van. And now we see...
This is Glasgow. Wait a minute, let me double check the number right here. 124. That's Glasgow Health and Rehab, a skilled nursing and personal care facility located on Westwood Street in Glasgow, specializing in short-term rehab, including physical, occupational, and speech therapies.
And then behind them, a very beautiful wreath lit up, the Lowe's of Glasgow. First place winner and Grand Marshal winner you're seeing right now on your screen. The North Paws Animal Shelter is located at, get this, the North Pole. They provide homes for all animals with loving and caring families. So there you see Paws Animal Shelter from the North Pole.
A lot of hours go into the making, the design and the making of that float, Amy.
Wow, Grand Marshal Award winner, first place in the large business category.
Here comes the polar bear. Probably the only bear that's warm here tonight. From Coca-Cola. Clark Beverage Group would like to thank their customers and supporters. They take pride in the Coca-Cola brand. They also, for their employees, for their hard work, they want to say thank you. Those are the employees that make Clark Beverage Group a successful company.
I do believe the Coca-Cola distributor has been in the parade every single year that I've been associated with it. So
no question about it.
You can't beat the real thing. I know a lot of people switch to Diet Coke, but if I'm going to have a Coke, it's going to be the real thing.
Remember that? Have a Coke and a smile.
Have a Coke and a smile, and you know I love it when you bring us our Coke.
Thank you.
Oh, I love the little ones too.
That's right. Now we've got to wash down the cookies with.
That's right. Oh goodness, let's see. Next we have Merry Christmas from Aaron's, located in the Barron River Plaza Shopping Center here in Glasgow. Everyone's a lucky dog at Aaron's.
Fits quite nicely into the parade theme, doesn't it?
It does. It sure does.
Next we have the Jim Moody Award winner. This is also the second place in large business, the Madagascar Safety Train, brought to us by Stuart Ritchie. The number one focus this past year at Stuart Ritchie has been safety. The animals of Madagascar are riding the safety train, and they want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. And I know that Jim Moody, if he were here with us, his float bears the award named after him.
Absolutely. They've got the beat going, so they've got the festive spirit for us. I can't believe how close we are to the end, Jim. It just flies by every year.
We've got some more music coming your way.
Yes, we
Glasgow
do.
Scotty Band is coming up the hill right here. Tell them about the band
Well,
there, Amy.
under the direction of Jonathan Holmes, the band is 85 members strong and led by Field Commander Taylor Workman and Auxiliary Captain Catherine Elliman. This marching season, the band won Reserve Grand Champion at Warren East High School and was the champion of Class 2A at every contest they entered. The band is 4-time state champions. So let's listen in to the Glasgow High School Scotty Band.
Glasgow Scotty Band, another proud tradition here in the Glasgow Community Christmas Parade. Certainly enjoying seeing these youngsters as they come through the ranks of being a part of what is a tradition, the Glasgow Scotty Band, with their traditional kilts on tonight.
Yes,
Parade.
I love it. I love it.
All
All
right.
the bands have done a wonderful job tonight. So exciting to have them here. And now we've got to get the letters ready because here comes the U.S. Postal Service collecting your letters to Santa Claus.
This is impressive how that they have decorated the little postal truck too. Kind of looks like a
Snoopy's
little
Doghouse.
doghouse there, and they've got folks operating the truck and collecting the letters to make sure that they are expedited to the North Pole for the person who is following them. And we know who that is, Amy.
That's the man of the hour, the man of the month.
That's right. And his missus.
That's right. Santa and Mrs. Claus took time out of their busy schedule to come to our parade. A big thank you to them. Riding the float with Santa and Mrs. Claus is Estrella Lopez. Estrella is one of the young ladies that attends the Boys and Girls Club. So happy to
Feeling
have
pretty
them.
lucky tonight too, you know. There goes the chair and co-chairs, or actually the co-chairs, Jeff Edwards and April Russell, riding in that green machine right there. Thanks to the many hours that they spend, along with everybody else, making this parade happen.
Oh, and there, of course, the ambulance service, keeping everybody safe. Thank you all. Thank you to the police, and thank you again, like you said, to the co-chairs who I'm sure started working on this parade back in January. And
I think it was the day after
the day
parade
after,
last year
and
is
they
when
just
started.
it's a lot of work that goes into it, and it shows because it goes off just flawlessly, it seems like.
Well, what happens is you have a tradition that each year you've got to uphold the year before.
That's
And
right.
You have to tweak anything that might not have been right, but then you also have to keep it an interesting event for folks to come and attend.
It's a high-level parade, and nobody wants to be the one that lets it slack, and nobody has, so
No,
it's great.
wonderful. Has a good crowd. Everybody gets out here and enjoys it. And we certainly want to be sure and thank the folks at Green River Rentals for giving us this great big machine lift to be able to get these great camera views. And folks at All in Bloom Florists for the nice, what is this called right here?
The just decorative wreath,
Yeah, that's
our
right, I'm
backdrop,
sorry. I
our
was
set
just letting
piece.
you put the feminine explanation of it, you know. And let's see here. We also want to be sure and thank you for tuning in tonight and for being.
I see Billy
supportive
Ray
of
to
the
my
parade.
left. We should
That's
thank
right.
him, do you think?
We should thank Billy Ray. You know, Billy, one of these days we're going to get you on camera up here to have something to say about the parade.
Yeah, we're going to interview you next year. You be ready. You be ready.
Well, the plant board has certainly been a positive part of the growth of this parade because, you know, folks who miss it, maybe can watch the replay, and then the next year they're going to say, I gotta see that live, because as hard as we try, Amy, we just can't make it completely as enjoyable as if you were standing right here.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.